संस्थापकाय च धर्मस्य सर्वधर्मस्वरूपिणे अवतारवरिष्ठाय रामकृष्णाय ते नमः। जननीं शारदां देवीं रामकृष्णं जगद्गुरुं पादपद्मे तयो श्रित्वा प्रणमामि मुहुर्मुहुः। नमः श्रीयतिराजाय विवेकानन्दसूरये सच्चित्सुखस्वरूपाय स्वामिने तापहारिणे। Respected Swamijis present here, respected Matajis of Sarda Math, respected devotees, dear friends. At the outset, I am thankful to Swami Nikhileshwarananda Maharaj for giving me this opportunity of being a part of this 125th anniversary of Ramakrishna Mission and this national seminar organized by the Bangalore Ashrama. It is always a privilege and pleasure to visit this mutt because this has been sanctified by the holy visits of Holy Mother Sharda Devi, Tivat Shashi Maharaj, Yatishwaranji Maharaj, and lately Swami Harshanandji and others. So many senior monks have lived here, and here is the Holy Mother's rock. So when Nikhileshwarananda Maharaj told me that you have to come, I immediately accepted this invitation because it is for my benefit that I accepted that invitation. It will be a pleasure and privilege for me. So I am thankful to you, Maharaj. The subject that has been given is Relevance of Ramakrishna Mission in the present context. I will come to the topic little later. First of all, let us know what is Ramakrishna Mission. Ramakrishna Mission is the mission started by Swami Vivekananda in the name of his Guru to carry out his vision and his mission. He established this organization. In fact, he was in two minds whether to start an organization or not. When he was in America, once he told an American lady, an old lady, that in America I had one of the greatest temptations of my life. And the lady jokingly asked, "May I know, Swamiji, who is she?" The Swamiji replied, "Oh, it is not a woman. It is the power of organization." So when in 1897 Swami Vivekananda came back to India, he started this Ramakrishna Mission on 1st May 1897, and that is why all over the world we are celebrating the 125th anniversary. But what was the purpose of starting this Ramakrishna Mission? We get this inkling, the genesis of Ramakrishna Mission, the vision of Swami Vivekananda, the cause why he started in a very, very important letter. One of the most inspiring and important, Swami Vivekananda has written many inspiring letters, but one of the most inspiring letters that he wrote was to Miss Mary Hell from Almora, 9th July 1897, where he says, "Mary, I had to talk a lot about myself because I owed that to you. Now I feel my task is done. At the most 3 or 4 years of life is left behind. I never wanted earthly enjoyments. I have lost all wish for my salvation. I must see my machine I must see my machine in strong working order and knowing for sure that I have put in a lever for the good of humanity, which no power can yet drive back, at least in India, I will sleep without caring what will be next. And may I be born again and again and suffer thousands of miseries so that I may worship the only God that exists, the only God that I believe in, the sum total of all souls, and above all, my God the wicked, my God the miserable, my God the poor of all races, of all species, is the special object of my worship. This is the purpose for which Swami Vivekananda started this machine. Ramakrishna Mission, he is telling, is a machine for the good of humanity, which no power can drive back. And then I will sleep, but he says, I will be born again and again. And I want to be born again and again and suffer millions of miseries. Why? To worship the Lord present in the poor, in the diseased, in the less privileged. And he says the word among the wicked. My God, the wicked. I don't know in the history any saint has used this word for a wicked person. My God, the wicked. So that is the purpose for which Swami Vivekananda started. Keeping this mission in mind, we have to remember what is the purpose for which Ramakrishna has been started. Apart from all the activities are being done, the purpose for which Swami Vivekananda lived and wanted to be born was to serve God in the form of human beings. He told Eric Hammond in England, it may be that I shall find it good to get outside of this body, to cast it off like a disused garment, but I shall not cease to work. I shall inspire men everywhere until the world shall know that it is one with God. So the relevance of Ramakrishna Mission, because Ramakrishna Mission is the channel through which Swami Vivekananda is working. Swami Vivekananda is still there. He is in a subtle form. He told, I will give up this body, but I shall not cease to work. He is still working. In a subtle form he is there. And he is working through various channels. And the most important channel is Ramakrishna Mission. And that is why Ramakrishna will continue to be relevant as long as there is a single soul on this earth who is not become one with God, who is not manifested divinity. What is the purpose? What is his main message? Compiled in the 9 volumes of complete works, very difficult to fathom, because to find out the mission of find out the relevance of Ramakrishna Mission is nothing less than finding out the relevance of Swami Vivekananda. Because the mission of Ramakrishna Mission is the mission of Swami Vivekananda. And Swami Vivekananda wrote to Sister Nivedita, my ideal indeed can be put into a few brief words. That is, to preach unto mankind their divinity within and how to make it manifest in every moment of their life. 2 things. How to manifest the divinity. To preach unto mankind their divinity within. More importantly, and how to make it manifest in every moment of life. Not by going to the caves, not by going to the temples. In every moment of life, wherever you are, whatever you are doing, remaining there, converting work into worship. How this divinity can be manifested. That is the special mission of Swami Vivekananda. That is the special mission of Ramakrishna Mission. Swami Vivekananda asked this question, you are taught nothing but Vedanta. He said, yes, that is true. But this philosophy of Vedanta It was lost. Adi Shankaracharya came and he gave a new energy and a new fillip to it. And he preached this Vedanta, which we had forgotten, brought back the glory of Vedanta philosophy, Adi Shankaracharya. But what he did was, he kept this Vedanta in the ashramas, in the caves, in the forest. I am born to bring this Vedanta to the door of everyone, to the offices, to the industrial houses, to the business houses. Everywhere this Vedanta has to come. And so he gave it the name Practical Vedanta. What we want now is Practical Vedanta. This is the relevance of Ramakrishna Mission. It is a new type of Vedanta, Neo Vedanta, Practical Vedanta. And Swami Vivekananda says, by this Practical Vedanta, a student will be a better student, a teacher will be a better teacher, an officer will be a better officer, when he knows or she knows that there is a center of divinity within, having infinite power. This manifesting the divinity within every moment of life, there is the special mission of Swami Vivekananda, the special mission of Ramakrishna Mission. And that is why through all these centers, 265 centers, 200 in India, 65 abroad, all these activities, whether it is spiritual, whether it is medical, whether it is educational, whether it is relief, rehabilitation, all these activities, inside that is this motivation, this mission, that is bringing everyone ultimately to the manifestation of divinity, remaining in whatever they are. This is the special mission. So while introducing the complete works of Swami Vivekananda, Sister Nivedita says, this is the realization which makes Vivekananda the great preacher of karma, not as diverse from, but as expressing jnana and bhakti. To him, the workshop, the farmyard, the laboratory are as true and fit since permitting God with man as the door of a temple or the cell of a monk. No difference henceforth between sacred and secular. To work is to worship, to labor is to pray, to renounce is to conquer. This is the special contribution and this is the special mission of Swami Vivekananda. And he is trying to fulfill this mission through the machine that is Ramakrishna Mission. And that is why it is so relevant, because now the modern man cannot go to the forest, cannot do spiritual practices for 24 hours, cannot go to the caves, cannot leave his profession. There is a question of bread and butter. So nothing doing. We don't have to leave anything. Wherever you are, whatever work you are doing can be converted into worship. And you can manifest the divinity remaining where you are. And this great equation, he learned from his guru, Shiva Jnana Jiv Seva. As powerful as the equation of Einstein E is equal to mc squared in the physical world, similar is the equation given by Swami Vivekananda, Atmano Mokshartam Jagadhitaya, which is the motto of Ramakrishna Mission. By providing the word cha, he created history. So far in the history, these two departments were different. Atmano Mokshartam, Jagadhitaya. It was the prerogative of the spiritual organizations to go for Atmano Mokshartam. That was their goal. And it was the prerogative of the social organizations to go for Jagathit. Swami Vivekananda combined both this and provided the word cha and Atmano Mokshartam Jagathitaya cha, manifesting the divinity within by serving the society, serving the people. Why? Because inside them is also divinity. This Shiva Jnana Jiv Seva, he learned from his master Sri Ramakrishna in an incident that happened in Dakshineshwar. You know all about that incident. Sri Ramakrishna was talking about Vaishnavism, that there are three special qualities of Vaishnavism. First of all, Name Ruchi, you should have taste of the name of the Lord. You should take the name of the Lord. Second, in Vaishnava Seva, you must serve the Vaishnavas. And third is Jive Daya. You must be compassionate. You must be compassionate towards the souls, towards the Jiva. towards the people. And when he said Jive Daya, he went into superconscious state, Sri Ramakrishna. And when he came down into the normal plane, he said, what? Jive Daya? Showing compassion to the beings, human beings? Who are you to show compassion? You are just a small worm crawling on this earth, and you will do compassion? You will show compassion to others? No, no, no. Not Jive Daya. Jive Shiva Gyane Seva. Jive Shiva Gyane Puja. Not Jive Daya, not compassion to human beings, but worshipping the human beings, serving the human beings in the spirit of worship, in the spirit of the divine. Because there is the center of divinity inside every human being, irrespective of caste, creed, color, religion, nationality. That is what Kathopanishad says. Esha sarveshu bhuteshu gulo atmana prakashate drishyate tograya buddhya sukshmaya sukshmadarshibhi. So that is the special mission. And this is what he told in the World Parliament of Religions in Chicago. He said, he narrated the shloka from the Shveta Upanishad. Shrunuvantu vishve amritasya putra aye dhamani divyani tastuhu vedahametam purusham mahantam aditavarnam tamasa parastat tameva viditva timritimeti nanya pantha viditayanaya. I have found the ancient one who is beyond all miseries. By knowing him alone, you shall be free from all miseries. And then Swami Vivekananda said, my dear sisters and brothers of America, let me call you by this sweet name. What is that? Amritasya Putra, the children of immortal bliss. Yea, the children of immortal bliss, holy and perfect beings. Yea, divinities are not sinners. It is a sin to call a man so. It is a standing label on human nature. Come up, all lions, and shake off the delusion that you are sheep. Your souls immortal, spirits free, blessed and eternal. Ye are not matter, ye are not bodies. Matter is a servant, not ye the servant of matter. And he narrated a story, very well-known story from the Vedanta, and it was very popular. Many students are here, so I will tell that story. One lion was going along the forest, and the lion saw a flock of sheep is going. So in order to cross that flock of sheep, lion jumped. The lioness jumped. The lioness was at the time pregnant, and she was carrying a cub in her womb. So when she jumped, the small lion cub fell into the group of the sheep. Now the lioness went to the other side, and then after some time she died. And this small cub, this small lion, started weeping. Why? Because it had lost its mother. So the mother of the sheep became compassionate, started taking care of the small cub. The small lion started going along with the sheep and eating grass along with the sheep and bleating like bah, 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 like the sheep. It's going on. After a long time, another lion came, big lion. I saw at a long distance some sheep are going and they are just bleating, bah, bah, bah. At the last, there is a small lion going along with the sheep and he's also bleating and telling bah, bah, bah. Huh? It had never seen any lion bleating like this. So it came nearer in order to find out what it is, and seeing the big lion, all these sheep, they started bleating bah, 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 and started running. This small lion sort of started running. And then this big lion caught hold of, hey, where are you going? You are like lion like me. Why are you afraid of me? These sheep, they are afraid of me because they are sheep, I am lion. You are lion like me. Why are you afraid? The small lion started weeping, bah, bah, bah. No, 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 I am not lion, I am sheep. Big lion said, you fool, you are a lion and you are telling you are sheep. You are lion. And the small lion started weeping more and more, bah, bah, bah. I am not lion, I am sheep. Now this big lion got annoyed, caught hold of it, dragged it near a pond. See, look at your face. Look at my face. Your face resembles mine or that of the sheep. Then the small lion said, yes, my face is like lion. Yes. So now you remember, you know you are lion. Now give up this bleating. Roar like me. And started rolling. Come come to the forest, you will become king of the forest, and became king of the forest. Then Swami Vivekananda told this story. You know, this small lion was already a lion. But why it was bleating? Why it was weeping? Because it had forgotten that it was a lion. This is the story of all of us. Inside every human being, there is a center of consciousness having infinite power. The Atman having infinite power. But we have forgotten that. And so we are weeping. Oh, I am under tension. What will I do in the examination? At the time of examination, I am too much under tension. What to do? Weeping, cringing. And how to go there alone? I am feeling there is so much of darkness. I can go alone. No, I will not go. I am weak. And start weeping. Why this is happening? Because we have forgotten our true nature. So Swami Vivekananda said, my mission is telling everybody, you are divine. You are divine. Vedanta does not recognize sin, it recognizes error. And the greatest error you are making when you call yourself sinner, when you call yourself weak, when you call yourself miserable. No. Your real nature is Satchit Ananda. Infinite knowledge, infinite bliss, infinite existence. Satchit Ananda. That is your true nature. That is your birthright. Why are you being my brother? You are divine. You are divine. That is the message he was giving there in America after this Parliament of Religions. So one day, an American lady, she could not contain herself. And she said, Swami, you are trying to hypnotize us, always telling you are divine, you are divine, you are divine. Then Swamiji immediately replied, Madam, I am not trying to hypnotize you. I am trying to de-hypnotize you. Because already you are hypnotized, telling I am weak, I am weak, I am weak. But you are divine, that is the first truth. You are divine, that is the second truth. You are divine, that is the last truth. There is no truth greater than this. This is the truth of Vedanta. And this is the mission of Swami Vivekananda. That mission will go on. The Ramakrishna missions, this mission of helping others to manifest the divinity by serving others, by helping them to know their true nature. This mission will go on. And then Swami Vivekananda called his brother monks. This is the mission for which you should come. Then the brother monks said, what will happen to our Atmanomokshartam? We have become monks for Atmanomokshartam. So he gave a beautiful word. He joined the word. That is the equation like Einstein's equation in the physical world. And this is the equation in the spiritual world. In the history of spiritual world, great equation given by Swami Vivekananda. What is that? Atmano mokshartham jagad hitaya cha. He added the word cha. Both are one. By serving others, you will be nearer to your manifesting of divinity. You will be nearer to moksha. You will not be going away from the moksha by serving others. And then Swami Vivekananda reminded them, all his brother disciples and his disciples at that time. So far you had heard the mantras. Matru Devo Bhava. Just now we also heard a little while ago the mantras. Matru Devo Bhava, Pitru Devo Bhava, Acharya Devo Bhava, Atithi Devo Bhava. Swami Vivekananda said, I am giving some additional mantras which are more important for the present age. What is that? Daridra Devo Bhava, Rogi Devo Bhava. Worship the God coming in the form of the poor. Worship the God coming in the form of the deceased. And that is how Ramakrishna Mission started all these service activities. First started when it was started in Kankhal, Haridwar, and our monks were doing the service, doing seva, bandaging and all that. And the other monks, they became very furious. What? You are not monks. They gave the beautiful name to us. The name was Bhangi Sadhu. Because why Bhangi Sadhu? You are touching all the people. You are untouchables. You give the bandage to them. So you are Bhangi Sadhu. So whenever there was any bhandara, the monks of Ramakrishna Mission will not be invited because they are Bhangi sadhus. Afterwards, after a long time, one of their Mahantas, one of the Mahamandaleshwar, he got sick, and when he saw the type of service being done and the philosophy behind that is worshipping God in the patients, then his eyes were opened. Then he told, no, these people are doing the right thing. And now the condition is this: if there is any Bhandara in Kankal, in Haridwar, the Bhandara will not start till the monks of Ramakrishna Mission sit in the first row, first two persons. This is the paradigm shift brought about by Swami Vivekananda in the Indian spiritual horizon. Through this mantra, the great revolutionary mantra, Atmano Mokshartham Jagadhitaya Cha, application of the mantra given by his Guru, Shiva Jnane Jiva Seva. Worship the God in the form of poor, worship the God in the poor, in the diseased, and in the sick people. So this shift, paradigm shift that has been brought about, this will remain. All the service activities will go on. So many people are poor. 20% of the poor people are below poverty line, as they say. I don't know statistics, they go on vary. But this is true that there are millions of people who are not getting proper food, proper medical facilities. So Swami Vivekananda had told about practical Vedanta. When some gentleman had gone to meet Swami Vivekananda, and then Swami Vivekananda asked about the position at that time, condition of Punjab at that time, there was drought there. And so after some time when they came out, and then the editor of the Hitwadi, he said, Swamiji, we have wasted our time. We came to a monk, we came to a saint for learning about spiritual truths, but our time was wasted in all these things. Then Swami Vivekananda became serious and said, as long as even a single dog in my country is without food, my whole of religion is to feed that dog. This is my religion. I do not believe in a religion, Swami Vivekananda said, which cannot wipe the tears of a widow or cannot feed a hungry mouth. It is this practical Vedanta. So as long as, so what is the relevance of Ramakrishna Mission? Ramakrishna Mission is having so many hospitals for serving God in human beings, Daridra, Rogi Narayan. Ramakrishna Mission has got so many schemes for serving the poor, Daridra Narayana. So much of relief work is being done. Whenever there is this disaster, we immediately start. When we had some earthquake relief, so immediately we started, within a few minutes, we started relief work there in Gujarat. And afterwards, when their rehabilitation work was there, the then Chief Minister had come. I told Chief Minister, we are not starting work because the government has told us. We have started the work because Swami Vivekananda has told us to worship God in man. That is why we are doing the relief work. And we did not accept. They wanted to give 50% of grant for construction of school buildings. 81 school buildings we constructed as a part of earthquake rehabilitation project. So I said no. We will collect the fund from the public and construct our schools. With the result, what happened? The government had given, and government had given 50% to other people. The other people who had received 50%, their schools were not completed even within 1 year because the grant was not released, and we completed our work in 3 months, 4 months, started giving the school. Because we are doing work because of not serving the society. We are taking it as a worship because of the equation given by Swami Vivekananda, Atmano Mokshartham Jagadhitaya. So as long as any disaster is there in the world, so long Ramakrishna Mission will continue to provide disaster relief work, will continue to have disaster relief work and rehabilitation. So long there will be relevance of Ramakrishna Mission. Today there is relevance because there is so much of poverty. We are worshipping the poor people in the form of God. Today Ramakrishna Mission is relevant with 14 indoor hospital and 140 dispensaries and 130 mobile dispensaries and 1 crore of patients being served and all that, or thousands of students getting education in our schools and colleges, educational institutions, all this will continue till there is a want, and these services will continue. So the relevance of Ramakrishna Mission will also continue till that type of demand is there, because the purpose is not only to serve others, purpose is Atmano Mokshartham Jagaditayacha. As long as Atmano Mokshartham is not there, as long as the divinity has not been manifested, we will have today this service will go on. Another thing, when Ramakrishna Mission was started, Ramakrishna Mission, there he said, Swami Vivekananda said, if anybody has to fill up the declaration form, he will write there that I will respect all the religions. In fact, in Ramakrishna Mission, as you might have observed, we celebrate all the types of functions. We celebrate all the functions of all the faiths. We have Buddha Jayanti, Mahavir Jayanti, even Christmas Eve also is celebrated in many centers. In many centers of Bangladesh, we have Islamic celebrations, also celebration on the Islamic functions, Islamic days, when there is some special days of Islam. Everywhere. So, we are not discriminating on the basis of any faith or religion. This is a special prerogative of Ramakrishna Mission. Why? Swami Vivekananda said, Sri Ramakrishna's life itself was a parliament of religions. He practiced various faiths by turn. First he had the vision of Mother Kali, then the vision of Rama, then Krishna, then so many other gods and goddesses. He practiced in various ways. He practiced in various ways of Hinduism. And then he also practiced Tantra under Bhairavi Brahmani. Then he practiced Advaita Vedanta under Totapuri. And then he achieved Nirvikal Samadhi. Then he practiced Islam for some time. And he had the vision of Muhammad. And then he practiced Christianity. And he had the vision of Christ. After practicing all these faiths and religions, in the laboratory of his life, Sri Ramakrishna practiced that. And then he declared, Joto Mot, Toto Pot. As many faiths, so many paths. So, God of All is the book by Claude Allen Starr, where he says, in the present age, it is very, very important to find out the unity between all religions. Otherwise, there is so much of conflict, so much unrest, and so much of violence in the name of religion. So, but the modern men will not listen if they are told that, oh, all religions are equal, all religions lead to the same goal. But if one person, in this scientific age, if one person can take up all the various forms of spiritual practices of various faiths by turn, and then prove in the laboratory of his life that, yes, I have myself practiced and I have reached one place, and the same place I reached through various paths, so I declare as many faiths, so many paths. If something like that happens, then only the scientific world will accept it. And then he adds, and fortunately, such a person was already born, and such a person has already practiced in the laboratory of his life, and such a person has already declared, based on his experiences, that yes, as many faiths, so many paths. But unfortunately, the world is unaware about it. And that is why Swami Vivekananda went to the world parliament of religions. Why he was so popular? Because that is the message for the modern world was waiting for. The message based on the experience that he had experienced in his Guru. He had seen that parliament religion in his Guru. And so in the world parliament of religions, he made such a mark. He was given only 5 minutes in the introductory day on 11th September. And after that, 2 minutes were lost because of so much of clapping when he said, Sisters and Brothers of America. Sisters and Brothers of America, and all, said the 7,000 people stood up and clapped and clapped and clapped. 2 minutes gone. Only 3 minutes left. Within 3 minutes, only not even 500 words. Within these less than 475 words, whatever he said made a history. And there he said that sectarianism, bigotry, and its horrible descendant fanaticism have long possessed this beautiful earth. They have drenched it often and often with human blood and destroyed civilizations and sent whole nations to despair. Had it not been for these horrible demons, our human society would have been far more advanced than it is now. But I fervently pray that but their time has come, and I fervently pray that the bell that tolled this morning in honor of this convention may be the death knell of all fanaticism, of all uncharitable feelings between the persons wending their way to the same goal. That is what he accepted. But we did not accept, because he told we do not believe in toleration. We accept tolerance as equally true in India. So this is what he had told, but we did not accept that his message. So there was another 9/11. He said this on 11 September 1893. That was also 9/11. And then we did not accept his message. So after 108 years, that is again on 11 September 2001, the Twin Towers, World Trade Centers in New York were destroyed. Why? Because of fanaticism, because of bigotry, against which Swami Vivekananda. So this problem still persists, and Ramakrishna Mission is trying not only through interfaith conferences. We have many interfaith conferences, intrafaith conference. We had an interfaith conference on 30th last month, and we are going to have interfaith conference in Rajkot on 18 June, and representatives from all over the world, from all over various religions will come, and we are having. But one difference, we are not only talking about harmony, we are not only having seminars, but we practice. Our monks practice, and we have our monks who are basically Muslim and yet with us. We are basically Christian and yet with us in the Ramakrishna Mission. They are from various countries, from various faiths. So Ramakrishna Mission is truly a global organization. And now is the question of globalization, okay? But where is the global peace? Global peace cannot come till there is a global civilization. Why? Because Samuel P. Huntington in his book says, the clash of civilizations and remaking of a world order. He says there will be always this violence going on, unless until, because this is not a clash of civilization, this is not a clash between religion, between countries, it is a clash of civilizations. So unless until the clash of civilizations stops, there cannot be global peace. Global peace can come only, we can avoid the clash of civilizations. That can only come when there is a global civilization, and global civilization cannot come till we say goodbye to sectarianism, bigotry, horrible descendant fanaticism, as Swami Vivekananda told. So it is in this context, Joto Mat Toto Path, another equation. As many faiths, so many paths. Very important equation for which Ramakrishna Mission is not only preaching but practicing, which is very much relevant for the modern world. If we want to have global peace, then the world will have to accept, because now communication technology undergone tremendous transformation, so you cannot remain isolated. It has to be a global civilization, or either be a part of global civilization or get destroyed. So in that context, this interfaith harmony, this respect towards other faiths become very much important. So Swami Vivekananda, when he started Ramakrishna Mission, anybody wanting to become a member of Ramakrishna Mission, he has to give a declaration that I will respect all religions. And that is why when there was the centenary of Swami Vivekananda's Chicago addresses, which was organized at Paris, headquarters of UNESCO. So at that time, the Director General of UNESCO was Dr. Federico Mayer. So he was asked this question of all the organizations, why UNESCO is celebrating the centenary of Swami Vivekananda participate in the Parliament of Religions. Then Dr. Federico Mayer, the Director General, gave the fitting reply. Even today, we are suffering from the bad results of fanaticism, terrorism, and terrorism arising out of fanaticism. It is a terrorism not based on only economic and political fronts. It is terrorism arising from fanaticism, even today, about which Swami Vivekananda had warned us 100 years back. So even today, the message of Swami Vivekananda is very relevant. That is why we are celebrating in the headquarters of UNESCO in Paris. And then he said, I was indeed struck by the constitution, the similarity between the constitution that was drawn up by Swami Vivekananda in 1897 with the constitution drawn by UNESCO in 1945. What a visionary he was. In 1945, UNESCO is telling about harmony of religions. In 1945 constitution, UNESCO is talking about serving the underprivileged and breaking the barriers of caste and creed and religion. And here is Swami Vivekananda, far ahead of his time, talking about all these things. So he says, I was indeed struck by the constitution built up this one. So that is why the relevance of Ramakrishna Mission in the present scenario, whether for getting world peace or whether for bridging the gap between the have and have-nots through his principle of trusteeship management that he taught to John D. Rockefeller when he was in America. I don't have the time, my time is ending, so I don't have the time to get into all details. But Swami Vivekananda, that message of serving the poor, Atmano Mokshartam Jagadhitaya cha, Shiva Gyana Jeev Seva, Sri Ramakrishna's message of Jato Mat Tato Pat, as many ways, so many paths, all these are being broadcasted through the medium, through the channel of Ramakrishna Mission, and that is the relevance of Ramakrishna Mission, and that relevance will continue till there is a one human being not yet having manifested the divinity. And last, all having tension. You ask anybody, how are you? Okay. Any problem? Oh my God, so many problems. You feed into the computer will fail. All are having problem. I asked my small girl, how are you? I am having tension. Huh? Such a small girl, tension? I said, Swamiji, I am in senior KG. Last year I was in junior KG. And I got first class first. Now my mom has told this time also, you must come first class first. So I'm in terrible tension. Right from the children to the old people of course under tension when they will be sent to old age home, they don't know. And the husband is under tension because when he will be told there is a lockout, there is a goodbye to the job, when he will lose the job, he doesn't know. VRS will be given. VRS means voluntary retirement scheme. It comes compulsorily. So compulsory voluntary retirement scheme will come, we do not know. So he is under tension. And old people under tension. Wife, of course, is under tension. So many problems. Taking care of the children who are like monkeys, then taking care of the mother-in-law and all this management, and most important, not able to get the maid servant, management of maid servant, all these problems. Everybody under tension. So that is why everybody is in search of peace, search of happiness, peace. Everybody in search of peace. Outside peace, inside peace, mental peace. This is what we are. Swami Vivekananda gave a golden formula for getting inside peace. He said, we are searching for peace. We are not getting peace because we are searching at a wrong place. Moko kaha tu dhunde bande, main to tere paas mein, खोजोगे तो अभी मिलूंगा पल भर की तलाश में. That is what Kabir said. The center of infinite happiness and peace is within, but we are searching outside. So that is why we are not getting the peace. So peace is inside. So try to discover that peace inside, for which Swami Vivekananda has given beautiful one paragraph. He has given the gist of Vedanta in his book on Raj Yoga. Each soul is potentially divine. The goal of human life is to manifest this divinity within by controlling nature, external and internal. Do this either by work or worship or psychic control or philosophy, by one or more or all of these, and be free. This is the whole of religion. Doctrines, dogmas, rituals, temples, churches, mosques are but secondary details. So this is the crux of the religion, spirituality, development of SQ, how it will come. There is a lot of things, talks going on about SQ, spiritual intelligence and all that. But they don't know how to get it. Swami Vivekananda has given very easy method, 4 methods of achieving and developing that SQ, spiritual intelligence. How? By manifesting the divinity. How? By controlling nature, external and internal. How? By 4 yogas. Raj Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Gyan Yoga and Karma Yoga. Swami Vivekananda was on his breakfast table in New York and he was told that we have to have an emblem. So he said there was an envelope, old envelope, he just cut it. And on the back side there was plain. So he drew a picture and he said, send it to the artist, he will make a beautiful design out of it and then let that be the emblem. What was that emblem? That is the same emblem that you find everywhere. This is the emblem of Ramakrishna Mission. This is a registered emblem. No other organization can have this emblem. And this was designed by Swami Vivekananda. He said emblem should be such that gives the whole gist of the philosophy of that organization, the mission and the vision of that organization. Everything is there. What is that? That is the serpent. Serpent denotes Kundalini Shakti because the Kundalini power rises from Muladhara to Sahasrara to Sushumna. So Raj Yoga means awakening the Kundalini. So serpent power, serpent denotes Kundalini power, that is Raj Yoga. And the sun denotes knowledge, the Gyan Yoga. Then waves of water are the waves of karma, that is Karma Yoga. And the lotus denotes love, that is religion of love, that is Bhakti Yoga. And inside that is the swan. And it is written, Tanno Hansa Prachodayat. This is how the vision of Paramatman is obtained. How? The vision of Hansa or Paramahansa is equal to Paramatman is achieved by combining these 4 yogas. This is the greatest gift of Swami Vivekananda and this is the emblem of Ramakrishna Mission and that is the relevance of Ramakrishna Mission. The emblem is the relevance of Ramakrishna Mission. Whenever you see the emblem, we have to practice these 4 yogas. What happens? When we practice these 4 yogas jointly, we can practice it. Each and every yoga is capable of taking you to the supreme. But Swami Vivekananda says combine all the 4 yogas. That will give you integrated development personality. That will mean many of the dangers will be avoided while practicing the 4 yogas. At the same time, you will get the added advantage of all the 4 yogas. So Romarola says Swami Vivekananda rode on all the 4 horses simultaneously, all the 4 yogas. So how the monks and the devotees, they practice these 4 yogas. In the morning we have Mangal Arti, so that is Bhakti Yoga. Then we have chanting from the Upanishads and there is some reading from Gita and all that, so Gyan Yoga. Then all people will meditate, so Raj Yoga. Evening again Khandana Bhavandana, Jagavandana Vanditamai. So evening Arti, prayer, that is Bhakti Yoga. Then all will meditate, Raj Yoga. And then there will be Kathamrit reading or some scripture reading, that is Gyan Yoga. And whole day, Karma Yoga. Whole day, service, Seva Yoga. Serving, irrespective of caste, creed, color, religion, nationality. So all these service activities of Ramakrishna Mission going on all over the world is nothing but the explanation of this emblem. Combined 4 yogas and Swami Vivekananda says the modern age when so many people are suffering, let the Karma Yoga be given a little more importance, but all 3 other yogas also equally important. Practice these 4 yogas. What will happen? You will be able to manifest the divinity within, by which you will get infinite happiness, infinite joy, infinite bliss, infinite knowledge, and at the same time other people will be also benefited. It is double benefit. In Gujarat, when we tell something, first question they will ask, फायदो शू था से? What is फायदा? Profit क्या होगा? पहले प्रॉफिट बताना पड़ेगा. तो I told them 2 प्रकार का प्रॉफिट होगा. डबल प्रॉफिट की बात है ये. डबल प्रॉफिट, हाँ. आत्मनो मोक्षार्थम जगदिते है. The person who will be served will get either roti, kapda, makan, something, usko bhi fayda hua. Or the person who is giving, what he will get? God, infinite knowledge, infinite happiness, infinite bliss, double fayda. Dono ko fayda hua. Atmano mokshartham jagat hitaya. So that is the emblem, that is the motto of Ramakrishna Mission. This emblem of Ramakrishna Mission, they all denote the relevance of Ramakrishna Mission. This relevance will continue till there is a single soul on this earth who has not manifested the divinity. That is the mission of Swami Vivekananda. That is the mission of Ramakrishna Mission. Thank you very much.